Welcome to Between Classes, the SDSU podcast about jackrabbit life. Today we're talking to Karley. Karley, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Well, I'm a junior from Arlington, South Dakota, so about 20 miles. I live at home. I travel every day. My mom actually works on campus, so it kind of makes an easy commute. It's a lot cheaper than living in Brookings. I get home-cooked meals. The only thing I really have to do is buy groceries every once in a while.
Kind of sounds like a good gig then.
Yeah, it is. Free laundry, I mean, you can't get much better.
Awesome. So while you're here on campus, what are you studying? What's your major?
I actually just switched in December, actually, from early childhood education to aviation, so quite a big swing. Throughout the education program, I was in love with kids and the idea of kind of teaching and coaching. And then I started to work on campus at the preschool, and I was, just didn't really like it as much as I thought that I would. And so I've kind of always had an interest in planes. And then over Thanksgiving, my family and I went to Arizona, and we actually went to an airplane museum. And the whole time I was just kind of, wow, this would be awesome. So once we got back and I kind of thought about it, because it's a big change, and I'm a junior, so it was kind of like, if you're going to do this, you got to do it now, or else it's going to be too late. And so then I came and talked to Cody. He's part of the aviation program, and he kind of said, well, this is kind of where you would be. This is kind of what you already have done, because as a junior, I have a lot of the generals out of the way. So he was kind of like, this is kind of the career outlook for me as a female, and kind of the process of going through it. And I took that, and I kind of went home and thought about it some more and talked with my family and decided to change. So then I went and talked to my early childhood education major advisor, and was like, this isn't going how I liked it. Nothing like against the program or anything. It's just not for me. So she actually brought in a aviation advisor, and we made the change and kind of talked and sat with both of them, and they got me in the classes that I needed for this semester to kind of start getting me going.
Awesome. So overall, positive experience.
Oh yeah, yep. Carla and Melissa, they've been very helpful through the change. So
now, you said you are a junior. You've gotten a lot of your generals taken care of, but different programs have different requirements for a lot of those freshman and sophomore classes. Are there any extra classes you're going to have to pick up? Is this going to add time to you being on campus, or is it a pretty smooth transition?
There are a few extra classes that I do have to take, just things that weren't required by the early childhood that I am actually taking this semester. There is actually a summer program that will catch me up a whole year. It's 12 students. You are Monday through Friday, June through August. You are Monday through Friday, you're in the classroom from 8 to 10, and then you go up in the air a couple times every afternoon.
Excellent. So when you do graduate with the aviation degree, you will still be leaving SDSU in the time frame that you had planned when you originally came here?
Yep. So for the education program, I'd still have 2.5 years left with this semester included, and the same will be for aviation with the summer program.
So when you're not traveling from Arlington to get to Brookings and you're not in class, what do you do in your free time?
So actually right now I coach the junior varsity basketball team in Arlington. So with that, and that takes up a lot of my time as of right now. And then my family actually tractor pulls, so we're trying to get the mini ready to go for next summer and kind of get that going.
Cool. So didn't you say next summer, though, you're going to be busy Monday through Friday? You're going to go up in the air a few times in the afternoon. What's that going to do for the tractor pull schedule?
It's kind of a big interference. A lot of the shows that we do, they are 2-day shows where we can do kind of multiple shows in one weekend. And yeah, it's gonna be difficult. So we plan to miss the first day of all the shows that we're gonna do, but still go up for the second day and leave right after I'm done, right after I get off the plane, jump in the bus and take off.
You said jump in the bus.
Yeah, my family actually owns a 40-foot charter bus that we've converted into a RV, or are in the process of converting. And then we pull a trailer, so that's how we get around. And then that's our food, where we stay whenever we're there.
So you don't have to look for a hotel or anything?
No. So you just pull in, park, and you're there.
Okay. Do you drive the bus?
I do drive the bus.
Whoa. Wow. Do you have to have any special license to do that? Do you have a CDL or anything?
Nope, since it's a private coach, they actually don't require one. So my younger sister could actually drive it.
So do you have any advice for fellow jackrabbits or future jackrabbits on either academic things or figuring out a way to learn how to drive a bus over the summers?
Well, to drive a bus, you first got to have a bus or know somebody that does have a bus. No, just when you come with an open mind. I know even coming just 20 miles, it was a difficult, not difficult, but a different transition, going from having, 18 people in your class that you know every single one of them to going into Rotunda D where there's 349 other people that you have not a clue who are. Just, don't be afraid to reach out to the person next to you and get to know them, because, sometimes most of the time they've got a lot of the similar interests that you do, and you just find some really great people.
Awesome. Well, thanks for joining us today, and enjoy the rest of your semester.
Thank you.